Whatever you want to do. I was gonna sit and then I'm like, I'll stand. I've been sitting for a bit.
Okay, baby, let's stand then.
All right. So let's see how many suggestions we have here. I've been getting something on some sort of announcement on Zoom about something, and it makes no sense to me. About
Okay.
and so I asked a friend today. I'm like, what does this mean? There's a warning about an API and being updated and stuff. And he goes, you'll be all right. He goes,
Just forget about it.
yeah, that's what he said. He's like, you're fine. Just keep up. Make sure you're updating. I'm like, all right, man. Happening now. Boom. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Well, hold on. 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. So we 13. See, it's going here. 15. Okay. We have 17 suggestions. So pick a number 1 to 17.
12.
12. Yeah. 2, 4, 6. Okay, so this comes from David Escobedo. The best. He's the best, right? He's the best.
He is.
I mean, he is just the. I just love him to pieces. Our suggestion is, I saw your social media page. Dot dot dot.
Okay.
That's it. Thanks, David.
Thanks, David.
Yeah.
I did it.
I know. I saw your social media page.
And I'm excited.
It's a big step. I mean, you're making it public.
I know. Don't start.
Okay.
Okay. Like, I know I've been bitching for all these years about social media.
Long time. You were never gonna join.
No, but you know what? This pandemic has just like brought me to this stage.
I know. It's like this is a connection you have to the whole world now.
Now the whole world knows who I
I know. I was shocked. At first off, I was shocked you didn't tell me, and I had to discover it on my own. But then I'm like, oh, that's so Darla. She would do that.
am. Yeah, but you know, Carla, why I didn't tell you?
Well,
I mean, it's super. I feel embarrassed for all the years of teasing for your
oh,
profile picture.
oh, so you thought I was gonna? Oh, okay, because you thought it was like some sort of pay. I was gonna say something, some sort of payback.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that you're gonna like overreact and call me and just be like, "What the hell?" But I'm just so excited about it.
It's. I'm jealous. I'm jealous because you get to see this in a brand new light. Like it's like watching a show where it's so good, and then you have a friend who watches the show and you're like, I'm jealous because you get to watch it again. It's not that I'm jealous of you. It's like, oh, that experience. I'm jealous you get to go through after saying you were never going to be on social media. The fact now that you've got, so, and there's so many followers.
I know. 10 people are following.
That's, I don't, I have 2 people follow me, and one is my mom who feels like she has to. And then I'm followed by, I was looking at dogs a few years ago to adopt a dog. So there's a dog agency that follows me, but that's it.
But Carla, I mean, 8 out of those 10 people
Yeah.
are my family.
But still, my family doesn't follow me.
No,
Just my mom. That's it.
but now I can follow you because now I can do it.
You'll increase my followers by 50%. You'll be a third of my followers if you follow me.
This is so great. Carla, you've been telling me for years, okay? And I know I've been nagging about the social media and all the privacy. And I'm like, it's not my diary, but I've used it as my diary. And I love it.
Of course, as you should.
I love it. Like, did you see my post yesterday?
Yeah. Yeah. It was so inspirational. You're like, even after a rain, the rainbow comes out.
Exactly. And I had 3 likes.
And you are in some sort of complicated relationship.
Yeah.
Which I don't have to know about it, but congratulations.
You have to know about it. You should know everything.
Yeah, please tell me, because I wanted you to tell me. I just didn't want to ask.
Come on, we don't have
Who is it?
secrets.
Who is it?
So I thought that since this is my very big debut to
Yeah.
the social media stage, I can't just really say that I'm single.
No.
So I just posted how my complicated relationship with my family is.
So mysterious. That is the relationship statuses. That's the number one. It's complicated, gives you an air of mystery and like, oh, I want to know. Yeah. If you just posted single, nobody cares. I've been single since I've joined. I've only had a single relationship since I've been joined. And that's probably a big reason I don't have any followers. Who wants to follow a single person? They want to follow complicated people, and you're complicated.
Okay, honestly speaking, Carla,
Yeah.
I read about it in a blog before I created my profile, that by putting complicated as a relationship status, you can actually intrigue people into following you.
Yes.
So you're right. You're right. Who cares that I'm single? Who cares?
Nobody. The only person who cares you're single is you. And well, I mean,
And my mom. I mean, honestly
I was gonna say
speaking.
your mom does care if you're single. Your mom is dying for grandbabies. Your mom is always talking about having grandchildren. And it's like, girl, she's got to get somebody first before she can get your babies.
I mean, I think after all this year, she has lost hope. But hope dies last.
That's a great post. Hope dies last. Post it. Hope dies last. Hope dies last.
What if before I posted that we put a picture together?
Yeah. Post it. Oh, I'm gonna like it.
Like it, please like it. You know what I realized?
What?
When I get that notification about someone liked my post, and I mean, so far it has been my grandmother, right? But I mean, still, the excitement that I feel when it's like blink, and then there is like, ooh, somebody liked your post. And she really liked the picture of the flowers.
Really? I mean, that like is a shot of, right now we need it's a little shot of adrenaline saying, hi. Oh. 5 people have liked it already.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Mom, grandma, grandpa, you, and your mom.
Of course I did. I liked it. My mom likes anything I like, but yeah, of course. Your grandma just followed me.
It's working. It's working. We're gonna be famous together.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes.
Why hadn't we thought about this before?
You
I mean,
have
we've been talking about this for years.
you haven't wanted to go on social media, and I didn't want to push it.
But you're so polite, and if you had told me how you felt about like creating a fellowship, then I would have maybe be convinced earlier on.
Well, if I'm being completely honest, Carla, hey, Darla, if I'm being completely honest, um, I kind of liked having a friend who wasn't on social media. I did. I kind of was like, ah, Darla knows where it's at. I'm very happy you're on social media now. And in fact, it makes complete sense why you're on it now. But I didn't want to push it before because I thought, I think it's really cool that you haven't been on social media. And I wish I wasn't such a slave to it.
Okay, but now
Yeah.
after like this first 10 days, I totally get it. Okay, I totally get it. First of all, you don't feel alone anymore.
No, you're with somebody
And,
and you're with somebody all the time.
and you know, there is always somebody watching.
Which I
I also
like knowing that I like that I feel safe and protected. I like going into stores and seeing cameras. I'm like, good, I want them to follow me.
okay, let's be honest. I never liked that. That was also like a big part of why I didn't want to be in social media.
Yeah,
But
you're afraid of it.
again, now it's been like almost a year in isolation,
Yeah.
and you're the only person I see.
Well, I mean, this is the connection we have to the outside world right now.
Yeah.
And if you want to feel connected, this is the what else can we do? We can't go meet in person. It's silly to go walk 6 feet apart from each other and keep that distance. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'd rather not. I'd rather communicate this way with no masks on than being next to each other, but far enough away where we can't hug or just talk or just be. I don't want.
Yes. Yes, Carla, you are just so right. I feel that I really owe you an apology, okay? I
Why?
all these years of nagging you and telling you about all the security issues and the
But there
Trump
are.
and the CIA is following us, and you know what?
Okay, apologize.
Let them follow us. Let them know what we are doing.
They're following us because of our phones. They're already tracking us. They can tell where we are because of our phones. And there are location services. They track this stuff already. I've given up my privacy. As soon as I signed on for an email account, I was like, they're going to track this. I knew it. So who am I? Who am I to be tracked?
You are
Let 'em-
Carla.
I'm,
I don't like this pessimism, okay?
I
You
am
are Carla and you are important.
I'm important, but I don't care if people see. That's what I'm trying to say is I don't care if they see me. Let them see me. Maybe they'll learn something.
Yeah, I like all the wisdom that you're putting out there, to be honest.
I follow on social media. I follow several motivational speakers, and I get all of it from them. Tony Robbins is, and Eckhart Tolle. I follow them, and they Brene Brown put on so many great posts. So I just take that. That's why you got to own you. You got to own you. Don't let them own you.
It's so true. I mean, you use their content and then you sell it out as yours.
That's the key.
That's
That
so
other people do the work for you, and then you capitalize. That's what we're all about.
my God, Carla. I mean, I've always thought that you're the smartest.
Thank you.
Okay, that's not really true, right? I thought that you were giving
What?
away your freedom. But okay, now that I see you are the smartest, you have cracked the code.
Thank you. And
You
thank
have
you for your apology.
Yeah, of course. We said that we're gonna apologize every time we fuck up.
Yes.
We're gonna own it. And that doesn't change with social media.
No, it does. Oh, hold on. Hold on. There's someone at the door. Hold on. Just hold there. Wait a second, okay? Just hold on. Hello? Wait, where are you taking me? Wait, let me go. Let me go.
Carla! Carla! Oh no! He's after her! Carla!
Scene.
Oh, poor Carla!
We're never going to see Carla again. Too much information.
Well, Darla and Carla belong together.
God, what is better than rhyming friends' names? That is the great move. When you, such a great move. It's like, hey, Darla, hey, Carla. Love that.
Well, I'm learning rhyming at the moment.
Really? Oh, it's the best, isn't it? With that game, for those people watching, there's a game called Pardon, where you say pardon and your partner has to take back what they said and then come up with something that rhymes instead. I just love that game to pieces. And I try to get people to play it in shows, like when we were doing live shows, and very few people enjoy it. I don't even know if the audience enjoys it a lot, but it's one of those games that I'm like, oh, I love playing it just to like mess with each other, just to be like, what are you going to come up with? And then make me come up with a harder rhyme. I love doing that stuff.
I was so close to use it.
I
I was
thought
so
you were.
close, but then I was afraid you're gonna use it against
I
me.
was. I had it in my back pocket, and I'm like, I was going to, but if you had used it, I would have been okay with that too. That I think that's a rule. Anytime we play, if you say pardon at any point,
Now we know.
now we know. Are you're doing doing a little bit of online stuff, and I know you're like jonesing to get in Will's class. The best.
Where are you, Will Hines? Put me in your class.
I talked to Will. I told you I talked to Will yesterday, and he's going to be, I think, in March and then May again, like Tuesday afternoon LA time, so like 11 a.m. LA time, which I think is like in most of Europe, it's 8 p.m. around. I think that's going to be like for those big diehard Will Hines fans, that's going to be kind of his European offering. So he's going to start.
Why are you advertising him more? Why are you creating more competition for me?
Because there's room for everyone, and you already got the in. I'll,
Spaces.
I'll get you in. I'll get you in. But
I'll hold you.
I
I'll
know
hold you to that.
it was great. It was great because I hadn't talked to him in a while, so it also gave me a reason to reach out and talk to him. So it's like, oh yeah, I haven't talked to Will in a few months, and he was when this whole pandemic started. Uh, I think I told you my birthday was on March 14th, and like at that point, most of the U.S. started closing down, and then like on the Sunday or Monday, it was shut down, and he was like, "Eh." And I go, "Will, are you freaking out about this? I don't know what to do." And he goes, I'm gonna wait. If I have 2 bad months in a row, then I'll get worried. But things change so quickly. He's like, look at what happened last week to this week. And I was like, oh, and that was some good advice for me for the pandemic to be like, oh yeah, everything changes very quickly. So just try to stick in the moment and see this thing out.
Oh yes. So it's a wisdom for life and improv at the same time.
Right? Just stick in it. Everything's gonna change. Let's just enjoy the ride. And that's what's fun playing with you is it's just about enjoying the ride. And you're like, I don't know, we got nowhere to go. Let's just see what happens and what comes of it.
So true. I love staying in the present in the moment because I'm not planning what comes
Yeah.
out of my mouth. It's just like really focusing on what you're saying and then trying to build up on that.
You're doing yoga too.
Yes, I am.
And
I'm officially a yoga instructor.
and congratulations on that. I've stolen your idea of
Yes.
I'm going to be doing Friday. I'm going to bring back a Friday happy hour, 1 hour improv thing, and it's going to be pay what you can, and the money goes to a charity. And it's stolen from your idea, which I thought was brilliant. Of you teach one of these classes you teach is like all the money goes not to you, but it goes to a charity of your choice, and so it's like donate what you can to it. So I think that's a great idea to offer people, and then it's like I'm not getting the money, but it's raising money for someone else. So you don't have to feel guilty of what you can pay. And if you could pay a little more, pay a little more.
Exactly. And I was also thinking after a discussion about this that at the end of the day, the most valuable thing that you are dedicating, or me in that case, is our time.
Yeah.
Because that is more valued than actual money.
Yeah. That's your real currency.
Yeah, exactly. So if you put that to build something for the better of the world,
Yeah.
it's gonna come back to you, man.
And I mean that is so true. I believe it 100%. I believe it comes back, and it makes you reevaluate or evaluate moving forward
Mm.
where you spend your time. Where do I want to spend my time? And when I'm in a situation, I can go, hang on a second, is this benefiting? Is this a positive experience I'm in right now? If it is, cool. If it's not, then I need to have that grace and be brave enough to move on to something else. And that's sometimes tricky, but I think in the long run, it's the better way to live.
I think that's another learning from the pandemic.
Yes, for real.
Yeah.
For
I
real.
mean, you have to prioritize what you can do. I mean, you have kids, right? So
Yep.
if you have them there during the day and they're not at school, you definitely need to figure out what's very important for you to do outside of the kids, right?
Yes. And you go, when I had kids, my time management skills increased exponentially because there are certain times in the day that is when you can get your work done. So you're like, I've got a half hour right now. They're taking a nap. I have to get things done now. And it changed everything because I knew I couldn't just do it whenever. It's like, I have to do it during this half hour. And as they continue to grow, it's the same thing. You go, okay, I've got this amount of time.
Mm.
What do I want to do? How do I want to spend? It's like currency at a bank, right? It's like I only have X amount of hours in the day. Who deserves that? Who am I going to give that time to? And what can I do to help me feed my soul? Especially now with the pandemic of like, Jesus, we need as much positivity as we can to get through this.
Exactly. And that actually gives you a different lens of evaluating your time as well. Because
Mm,
if you, for example, in a restriction or like in a lockdown situation that you have to create a bubble, then you also have to decide who is part of that bubble. Who do you risk for in order to make sure that you are also like getting this positive kind of
yeah,
effect back to you?
yeah, right. And it's a lot of self-reflection.
Oh yes. That's what like time alone.
Yeah.
Either you numb yourself on Netflix or it has to come naturally as well.
And I think the numbing yourself, like you said, numb yourself on Netflix. I think that for the first few months, everybody was doing it, whether it was Netflix or I'm going to bake bread or something that was like so much bread.
You know, I've gained 5 kilos because of bread.
I joke it's my COVID-19. I've gained my COVID-19 but we were all just trying to survive because it was like, we had no idea there was, do you clean off you get your groceries delivered, but then you clean them. And like, it was this very intense situation where it's just, right? It was like, but we didn't know. So you're just trying to survive and you're like, just survive and adapt. And you look back and you go, okay, we're gonna be fine. Just in the moment, how do you deal with it? And for the first few months, it was just, all right, I'm gonna medicate with Netflix or ice cream or whatever. And then you come out of it and you say, okay, let me find other ways. I'm still gonna have ice cream. I'm still gonna do Netflix, but I can find other ways to get through this and be okay.
That's definitely true. And you know, the key problem there is that Netflix hasn't developed fast enough series for us.
I
So
know.
then you end up not having any option.
You're like, I'm gonna give this one a shot, and you're like, I don't like it, but there's nothing else.
I think that's when I just said at some point it's like, okay, enough now. Enough. I've watched this too many times.
What's this thing? A book? What do you do with this book? Oh,
I
there's words in it.
Yeah.
What if people want to connect? They want to like reach out to you, play with you, or like take one of your classes, like take a yoga class or improvise or whatever. What's the best way they can do that?
Facebook, because I'm also actually not on social media. I don't know how to use anything else aside from Facebook. So Darla was quite close to the heart.
Play what you know.
I did start using social media just because of COVID.
Did you really?
Yeah. I mean, if you go back, there has been nothing for 5 years on my profile.
God bless you.
For real, for real.
Oh,
Carla is like very close to me. Or Darla, sorry, Darla.
they're wonderful.
So
But it,
best way to connect, Facebook. I do have a page for the yoga thing. It's called Yoga with Thalia. And as you said, I have like once per week, like an online class over Zoom, and it's a good time for every time zone.
When is it? What time is it?
So it's 6 o'clock our time or 6:30 our time. So it's 1 hour before now
Great.
for you.
What day is that?
It's either Tuesdays or Thursdays.
Okay, so it's like it's a really good, almost like lunch.
Yeah. So like next week, Jay, you have on Tuesday to join the class.
Oh, I totally would, but oh, but my kids are here. Oh, see, it's all first full circle.
Aww. But you know what is a fun thing about yoga? You can do it with kids.
True.
And you know what else? It works really well with back pain.
Oh yeah, I had a back. I've been, I've been having a back issue for a while. I've been doing a lot of sit down improv. That's why I was standing now. But okay, so it's every Tuesday, right?
Every Tuesday or Thursday. So it goes like it just switches every week.
Alternates. All right. Well, thank you, my friend. This was super fun.
Thank you so much, Carla. See you soon.
Okay, bye. Bye, Darla.